What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Grand Junction, Colorado. So is this the best time ever for buyers to get into the real estate market here in Grand Junction? Well, maybe. Our home price is going down. Yes and no. We're going to get into the details of all of that, and we're going to do it right now. What is going on, everybody? I'm Robert Hayes, and along with my wife Christie, we are the Hayes Home Group right here in gorgeous Grand Junction, Colorado. Hey, if you are brand spanking new to this channel and you just want to know everything about what it's like to work, live, play, eat, sleep, and the current housing market conditions here in Grand Junction, make sure that you hit subscribe, tap the bell so you're notified every single time we post new video. If you're returning back, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We're getting reach outs every single day from folks looking to move out this way, and we absolutely love it. So if that's you and you're looking to know what it's like to move out here to Grand Junction, the housing market stats, what's going on in the real estate world, reach out any way that you know how. That information popping up below. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send the darn carrier pigeon. We've got your back days, nights, weekends when heading out here to Grand Junction. Let's kind of take a step back. For context, what happened in about a year ago, December of 2021. We're now in, actually we're January 2023, so even let's take a look at January of 2022. We just went under contract for some amazing folks, Blake and Elizabeth and their just adorable daughter Mia, on this property right here, second one in. So not this one on the corner, but the one right next to it. Gorgeous, kind of charcoal gray, 3-bed, 2-bath, over 1,500 square feet. And we got it for about 11 grand less than what it was listed for. So how are we able to do that? Was it overpriced to begin with? All those things that you want to consider. That exact home 1 year ago, maybe even a year and a half ago, would have bid up to probably about $540,000. It was listed for $505,000. We got it for $494,000. So what's happened since that time frame of only a stretch of about a year, year and a half, is obviously you have more inventory to look at now. That doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing. For you as a buyer, that's an incredible advantage that you have. Because now, when you had a year and a half ago that home come on the market, there were 28 people that were going to take a look at that bad boy, and of course that started a bidding war. So you had, you know, $505,000 was the list price, or actually back then it probably was listed for $540,000, even $550,000, and that would have bid it up to $570,000, $575,000.
501 penny. 501 penny. $1 million.
So you have a little more advantage now as the buyer coming into a property like this. It's a new build, so of course that builder does not want to sit on those funds that he has tied up, so he wants to obviously get that under contract. We knew that it was listed for you know, kind of an extended period of time, so but it was also priced correctly, but I still knew we could grab that sucker for a little bit less than what they were asking for, and that's exactly what we did. This is actually Silver Spur, just an awesome neighborhood here in the north part of Grand Junction. Let's give you some stats to kind of back up what I'm talking about. Right now, actually these stats, they're a little lagged from December of 2020. Where are we at? December of 2022. We are at $375,000 median home price. What was it December of 2021? $350,000. So we were still up 7% in appreciation year over year. So why are we seeing, or you guys seeing, those red arrows pointing down on all these websites that you guys are checking out? The reason why you're seeing price reductions, namely, is the simple fact that 90% of the real estate agents, and it's not just true here in Grand Junction, it's true everywhere across the country. Sorry, loud truck going by. 3 to 6 transactions per year are what the average real estate agent will conclude on an annual basis. We're doing 10, 15 times that. So we're plugged into the market, Christy and I. We certainly feel like we're the top relocation team here in Grand Junction. So when we talk to a seller and we do a listing, we let them know, look, here's where the comps are at. We're not like we were a year ago, and we'll give them hard data. And as their advisor and as their expert, we let them know where we need to be at to actually get the home sold. Any monkey could throw a sign in the front yard. That's not doing a service to the client that you're representing on the seller side. So most of these agents that are only doing 3 to 6 transactions a year, they're telling them, yeah, put it on the market for whatever you want. I'm here to serve you. That doesn't give the seller the best advantage as far as getting the home actually sold, which is the whole goal, right? So the seller will say, okay, we know where we're at as far as price-wise in the neighborhood, and we know what it's probably going to sell for. So let's list it way up here because it's eventually going to drop down to that price. That doesn't work. The buyers going in to look at those properties obviously have an agent that's representing them, and they're going to tell their buyer this thing's way overpriced, and they might not even go look at the property because they're obviously seeing the sellers being completely unreasonable. So that's where you're getting properties that sit for days on market, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and it still hasn't sold. And then they start reducing the price to where the market conditions are today. That doesn't serve the seller very well at all, because now that property being on the market for so long, it starts to look stale. It starts to look like there's something wrong with the house, and that initial price that the seller was hoping for actually gets kicked down even more. Long story short, that's why we were able to get this property for right about list price. Going to stats again, for December of 2022, the average list price is still in Grand Junction at about 96-97% of list price. So yes, we're definitely appreciating still, but the great thing for buyers right now, and again, you can look at all these YouTube videos, these clickbait videos that talk about where we're at in the economy, and really that economic data in the real estate market should be based upon real hard numbers. We're starting to see some evidence that we're probably starting to get into a little less inflation. What does that mean overall? Well, the Fed's talking about now interest rates not kicking up as much for 2023 or at lower levels because of some of those indicators. We've already seen interest rates kick down from the 7s. We're now in about the low to mid 6s as of this video, which is the 20-year average anyway. So you have some stability coming back. On top of that, you also have inventory that is still at only about, here in Grand Junction, 2.1 months of inventory. So a stable market is about 6 months of inventory. So if you only have 2 months of inventory, sellers right now are sitting at a 2 to 3% interest rate when they bought, or maybe a little higher than that, but certainly most of them right now are not going to be at 6.5%. So that seller is not going to want to drop that home price a significant amount because they have a next destination to go to. All that to say, yes, home prices are going to come off of a list price that's ridiculous, and the sellers being just completely overshooting what the house is actually worth. Number two, you're definitely going to see, I think this year in 2023, a little more opportunity for you as the buyer to get a $5,000 or $10,000 reduction off the list price, even if it's priced correctly, because again, sellers that are in, especially in the wintertime, putting a home on the market, they're motivated to do so. And you can get that 2-1 buy down interest rate scenario. We've got obviously the referral partners from the lender side to kind of tell you about that. But you can have the seller give you concessions, a couple of $1,000 maybe 5-6 grand even, to buy down that interest rate. So all in all, great time to get in the market here in Grand Junction, Colorado. Those are some of the local numbers, the recent stats, which of course we're always wanting to give you guys the most accurate information that we can on what's going on here in Grand Junction. So as much as we love doing these videos, we'd love nothing more than to absolutely crush your real estate goals and moving out this way. So that information popping back up below, reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send the carrier pigeon, because we've got your back days, nights, weekends when moving out here to Grand Junction. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.